Welcome to Frontliner YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for your great support always on this platform because your time is not taken here for granted. Now, Kenyans, things are now getting complicated to the government of Mr. Tanga Tanga, that is President William Samoei Ruto. We call him that way because if you don't see President William Samoei Ruto roaming around across the country on top of his sunroof vehicle, in the name of development, but preparing the ground ahead of 2027 election, you will see President William Samoei Ruto jetting outside the country. 1 day ago, he was in Tanzania. After finishing the event that was happening in Tanzania, Ruto have jet out from Tanzania to Egypt, where he was few days ago, and have left leadership to his deputy president selected, Professor Kindiki, to be in charge as the second in command. And things are now getting more complicated because a few days after former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, Eugene Wamalwa, and Kalonzo Musyoka teamed up for the DAP-K launch, Kindiki has now responded to the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua remarks after what Rigathi Gachagua exploded during that launch of DAP-K, and Professor Kindiki have already sensed danger ahead of 2027, where Rigathi Gachagua said that President William Samoei Ruto is going to be a one-term president. Not even Rigathi Gachagua is the one that's saying like that. People of Kenyans are saying that Ruto is going to be a one-term president because Ruto have been defeated to run this nation. So his deputy president have already sensed danger. I want you to watch this clip of the...
By the time we go to the next general election, we are hoping 40,000 people of the Republic of Kenya will have a medical cover. As we go towards universality. Sorry, please correct that. I hope watu ya magazeti hawataenda ku... You are the... you guys sometimes concentrate on the small things. 35 million to 40 million. It doesn't matter how costly it is. Please. It doesn't matter. Even if we don't win the election, President Ruto doesn't win the election, it's okay. There's no problem. You'll have served as president anyway. Isn't it a blessing even to serve even for 5 years? Even for 1 year? Even for 1 day? How many Kenyans are there? Every Kenyan is qualified to be president. If you are lucky to be in the seats we occupy, including UMPs, including myself, including you, governor, don't consider yourself like a superhuman. It's a grace of God. Yeah. So usitutishe ati rais a one-term president. And pia watu wengine wanatutisha huko jana. Ati our job is to make sure William Ruto is a one-term president. That is your objective. Here too. Just that. And you will have achieved a lot. President Ruto is lucky to be among the 5 Kenyans who have occupied the seat of President of Kenya. Some, 24 years. Others, 10 years. If he gets 5, so be it. If he gets how many days, so be it. There are many qualified people. The same for me. I told you when I became Minister for Interior, niliangalia siasa nikasema, at least the first time labda nitaserve hapa. Maybe if we win a re-election, maybe the president will take me in another ministry, I don't know. But I thought perhaps I will stay for 5 years. I stayed for 2. So I had to work every day as if that is the last day in office. Yeah. Mimi nimekuwa naibu wa rais. Today is the 89th day in office. I am working as if this is it. Hakuna siku ingine ni hii tu. That's how I'm working because you don't know. We live and work by the grace of God. There was somebody in this office. Today is not here. Now he's giving us ultimatum from funerals. How he will make William Ruto a one-term president. As if that is an achievement. William Ruto's objective is not to serve for 2 terms. It is to use the time that God will give him in office to bring transformative programs in 1, 2, 3 areas and then leave so that other people can come and take Kenya forward. As his principal assistant, that is my objective too, to support him. So msikuja kututisha na 1 term, my friend. Mimi kwanza nimekuwa DP 89 days ni mingi. Yeah, nikitoka nitakuwa nimekuwa deputy president. List ikisomwa hata mimi nitakuwa hapo. Unatishwa na mambo kidogo hapa, sijui 2027 who will be the running mate, mambo ya upuzi. Useless. Na greed, that's what greed does to leaders. Yeah. Ile nyama inakujonga ni ile iko kwa sahani. Yeah. You get something and the next thing you're there scheming, I don't know doing what, harassing everybody. My friend, nani alikuambia hata tutakuwa ile? You don't know, so please. So sisi tuko focus. Na kama unatutisha na 1 term, tafuta another threat. Even 1 term is okay. Yeah, it's no problem. But the issue is, after that 1 term, what will he say? If William Ruto will say, at the end of my first term, I have moved the people insured with a health card from 9 million to 40 million, he will be a successful Kenyan. Sindio? Yeah, so sisi tuko hapo. Then we also want to do educational reforms because education is what runs the entire country. It's the software that runs the country.
Video. That's the truth. Professor Kithure Kindiki have already sensed danger towards 2027 election. And what is making Professor Kithure Kindiki, together with some of the state officials, to sense danger is this Wamunyoro meeting in the Mount Kenya region. That is where the problem is coming from. And that is the reason why you are not seeing nowadays Professor Kithure Kindiki and some of the President William Samoei Ruto's allies are also trying to hold some of the events or meetings to discuss what is it that Rigathi Gachagua is planning with Wamunyoro in the Mount Kenya region. Remember that Rigathi Gachagua is looking for a revenge, a serious one. After President William Samoei Ruto dumped him in 2024, just because Rigathi Gachagua refused to do what President William Samoei Ruto was telling him to do. And remember that Rigathi Gachagua used to be part of Kenyans. He used to fight for the rights of Kenyans, and that is what President William Samoei Ruto didn't want. So right now, Rigathi Gachagua is bringing more tension and panic under the government of Mr. Kasongo with those meetings, because right now leaders are on the lane to the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua so that they can listen to what Rigathi Gachagua is going to tell them or what Rigathi Gachagua is planning ahead of 2027 election. And remember that Rigathi Gachagua played a very, very big role under the government of William Samoei Ruto to make sure that Ruto is being elected in the last election in 2022. Ruto received a very, very huge amount of votes in the Mount Kenya region. In fact, 4-point-something million came from the mountain. But what is now happening? President William Samoei Ruto, the ground is now slippery for him in the mountain after what he did, because he can't even attend an event in the Mount Kenya region. His condolences cannot be read or be listened in the Mount Kenya region. So he's trying to use people like William Kabogo, who doesn't even know anything concerning to the docket that he have been given, that is ICT, with Mutahi Kagwe, Professor Kithure Kindiki, and Lee Kivunyi or whatever. So that those leaders are going to unite the people from the mountain to make sure that they gain the trust of President William Samoei Ruto so that they can endorse President William Samoei Ruto in 2027. I'm telling you that one is not going to work. Using Maina Njenga, Professor Kithure Kindiki, A deputy president that is just saying yes sir, yes sir. William Kabogo, a drunkard, ICT CS. Those are just wasting the time of President William Samoto and wasting taxpayers' money to fuel their vehicle so that they can hold a meeting to mobilize a crowd for President William Samoto in the mountain. There is no way that those leaders are going to convince the people from the mountain that President William Samoto have changed and President William Samoto is going to work for the people of Kenyans. Remember that President William Samoto, during his sixth tour in the Western region, Ruto said that Gachagua was incompetent. Rigathi Gachagua was a corrupt leader. Rigathi Gachagua was a leader that couldn't unite the people of Kenyans so that we can have peace. Then let me ask you, Kenyans, who was ranked as the second most corrupt leader in the year in Kenya? If it was not President William Samoei Ruto, did you hear the name of Rigathi Gachagua? Ruto was the person who was ranked. And if you say that your former deputy president was incompetent, why did you choose him as your running mate in 2022? If you knew very that he was an incompetent leader, why are you crying right now? You know very well that this my deputy president that I am choosing as my running mate is an incompetent. Then why did you choose him? That's the question that you should tell the people of Kenyans. So thank you so much for taking your time, and let us meet to the next video that is going to be uploaded shortly within no time. Remember to subscribe, comment, and like for more